Welcome, curious minds, to a journey through the pages of 2 Corinthians, specifically chapters 9 to 13, chapters filled with profound insights and vibrant teachings that speak to both ancient and modern challenges. Now imagine this, a letter to a community, urging them to elevate their spirit, deepen generosity, and reflect on faith's strength. This letter serves as an inspiration for both personal growth and communal unity. We begin in chapter 9, where Paul talks about generosity, emphasizing how giving is not just an obligation, but a joy. He encourages heartfelt giving over reluctant or compulsory donations. He famously says in 9:7, "Each of you should give what you have decided in your heart to give, not reluctantly or under compulsion, for God loves a cheerful giver." This highlights that true generosity stems from the heart, not duty. Moving on to chapter 10, Paul switches gears to discuss the nature of spiritual warfare. He explains that our battles are not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual forces. In a world that often challenges our beliefs, he reminds us in 10:4 that the weapons we fight with are not the weapons of the world. This urges us to confront spiritual battles with faith and righteousness, not hostility. In chapter 11, Paul confronts false apostles and defends his ministry, affirming the importance of truth and authenticity. He emphasizes maintaining integrity amidst opposition and deception. He fiercely warns in 11:14-15, and no wonder, for Satan himself masquerades as an angel of light. Here, Paul advises vigilance, urging us to discern appearance from reality, a timeless reminder in navigating a world often steeped in deception. Chapter 12 brings profound personal reflection as Paul shares his struggles, notably his thorn in the flesh. This passage underscores human limitation and the power of grace, with God reassuring Paul in 12:9. God says, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." It's a profound reminder of finding strength amid frailty, highlighting the importance of humility and reliance on divine support. Finally, chapter 13 closes with a call for self-examination and encouragement. Paul urges believers to assess their faith and actions to ensure they are living in accordance with their beliefs. In 13:5, examine yourselves to see whether you are in the faith. Paul stresses introspection, helping us question and affirm our beliefs. This promotes personal growth and steadfastness in one's spiritual journey. And there we have it, a quick yet enriching dive into these transformative chapters of 2 Corinthians. Let the words sink in, feel the weight of Paul's sincerity, and consider how these teachings might weave into your own journey.